Okay, so we're zoomed out here on the Bitcoin daily chart, and we're taking a look at where we're at for this week, November 18th, 2025, and where I think we go from here. But I wanted to start on more of a macro time frame because we are zoomed out pretty far here, and we've come down quite a good bit. So what we see here is we are in a weekly bullish fair value gap that was formed here, and we've traded into that, and we're seeing some response here on Tuesday. However, if you look above what is immediately above us, we have a lot of bearish structure that we need to break through if we're ever going to hit a new all-time high. Um, we may have already been at the all-time high for this run. It might be that we're cooked for the year, but we'll see. This line here is indicative of the yearly open, this kind of line running through here, and we're trading right around the yearly open right now. We're at 93,400. So guess what, guys? Bitcoin is positive for the year by $50. So we're doing great. So where do we go from here, and what do we want to see? Well, we've had a lot of bearish activity. I would love to see the bulls step in here and go higher. Um, but we'll see what happens. First, we need to get through these levels. But what are we seeing right now? So let's zoom in a little bit closer up on where we're at right now. So what we have here is let's do this. We have Monday's low here shown in blue, and we have Monday's high shown in blue above. We have these two overlapping weekly bearish fair value gap and the daily bearish order block as well is shown there too. Down below here, we have a M5 market structure shift. When price traded through here earlier this morning, it was an M5 market structure shift. I actually entered in a long for a quick 2R and got out of that today. And now we have an H1 market structure shift here as well, where price traded up, and this was broken through with displacement. So what am I currently looking at? So very simply, we have some small indications that the bulls are in charge. So I'm looking for price to retrace into this zone where I can take another long. I would look for another M5 market structure shift, and maybe even not. If it trades out of it very quickly, I would jump on the long train, and I'd be looking for price to trade into these bearish order blocks. There's a lot of suggestion that if this does come down, projecting off of the yearly open, messes around in here, and then comes up, trades through, there is a lot of reason to be bearish in this zone. And there's a few things that is happening here. So there's the Monday range trade idea, where when you trade below the Monday range, you then trade to the high of the Monday range after that. So there's that trade idea that makes sense. It's also very convenient that there you have some overlapping areas of interest for the weekly bearish fair value gap and the daily bearish order block. So there's that. And for all those reasons, I think we trade up into this zone, and you also have this lower high here as well. So you have a lot of reasons to get bearish in this zone and for price maybe to roll over and go back down to lower lows. However, we could have price trade up and through and then come back, bounce off of the Monday high, and then just keep heading up. This is kind of a empty zone where I feel like if we can get through 96, we're likely to then trade up to the 106 range. Right, so certainly looking to long again if we can break through these areas. But you have to be looking for some short activity. I've been trading now for about 3 months, and I've been doing pretty well with profit, but in the past couple weeks, I kind of gave it all back. And I did that because I didn't really have proper methods and have proper drawdown limitations, and I'm working on that now. But I was basically trying to long this entire leg down, which is a mistake. Well, not this entire leg down, to be honest. which is a mistake, right? Because we didn't actually really have any sufficient H1 market structure shifts or anything like that. So we're not going to be doing that again. We're going to be taking it day by day, and I have a strategy where I'm effectively just getting out at a 2R, and that's good enough for me. And if I control my risk, that should be plenty for me to meet my goals. So where are we at right now? We're looking for a retrace. We hope that price goes into here for the rest of the week. I would love to see price come, through Monday's high, reclaim Monday's high, and then trade through this zone up into the 104, 105 area. Because you have this daily bearish order block here, I'd like to see it trade into here. So, I mean, if we could, on the grand scheme of things, down, up, where I'd get a long here, get out of that long, come down here, re-long, get another long here, get out of that long, short, right? Because then what happens? Well, if we go up this high, that's looking pretty good. But now we have a potential short opportunity where it's like, oh, okay, well, where are we going? Well, we're either shorting to the 50% level, back down. Maybe this daily bearish order block that we broke through becomes a breaker. Right, so now it's a breaker block. We trade back into the breaker block. We reclaim it. We then go higher, right? Send ourselves higher again into this area, into this zone. Okay. And effectively come up here. I mean, is that the rest of the week? I don't know. That might be next week too. I would love to see things move quickly into that, right? Because effectively what we have here is we're kind of like range bound in this area. Very much so. What is this signifying? And why is it there? This is an old Monday high. But basically we're range bound. So if we were to look at this and we just say, okay, what's our range? I would say we could be range bound in this. Like this could all just be one big range. Right? This could just be one big range. You have premium and discount. That's it. And so we might come up to here, or we might come up to here and then reject and go further down to here. And, I think if we reject below here, we're probably done. The likelihood of us, if this doesn't hold, the likelihood of us going down below, these lows, I think the bear market's or the bull market's over. Cycles tapped out. So I don't want to see that, but I'd like to see this kind of eventually go higher. We could, on the flip side, this could be a range, but I think it's probably more likely that this is a range, right? So like this becomes our range maybe in here or even here, right? To the extent where we're doing things like this, kind of range bound, and then hopefully up. That would be great. But it's been a while where I've been trying to figure out like, all right, when's this big next swing move going to happen? And I'm stepping away from that mentality, and I'm stepping into the mentality of what is the next, like the very next trade idea. And even then, I'm not even caring about anything really beyond 2R. I'm just getting my 2R and getting out because it's not worth the risk to stay in for longer. Not in these markets. So that's it for today. Let's see what happens this week. We'll check back in on Friday and see how we did. All right. Take care. Good luck out there. And again, not financial advice, just a guy learning how to trade. Do your own research. Best of luck, guys.